Hello, this is Sadie Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, on the screen is the music mogul Sean Combs, whom we used to call Puff Daddy, but he changed his name to P. Diddy, and now he's being called Diddy. So Diddy is a big deal in the music world, and he has influenced a lot of people. In the time that he's been on the world stage, he has built a reputation for himself. All of it not good. Everybody seems to know some dirt on this guy, but so far, nobody has been able to make anything stick enough to land him in jail. Next to him is his ex-girlfriend. Her name is Cassandra Ventura, but she's better known to the public as Cassie. Cassie was the girlfriend for 10 years. They broke up and she went on and married somebody else and had 2 children. But a few days ago, she filed a $30 million lawsuit against him, claiming a whole lot of stuff that he had done and things he forced her to do. And if you want to hear something salacious, you have to listen to Jason Black break the whole thing down. He has a copy of the documents filed in court, and it is some nasty stuff, y'all. It was some nasty stuff going on in those 10 years. Now, I know most of y'all don't want to hear that, but for the ones who do, I'm going to put a link to Jason Black's video in the description box. Now, I'm just going to call it like I see it. What went wrong in this relationship was Cassie couldn't sing. It started out with her getting a record deal with his record company, Bad Boy Records. Because, you know, they were pushing these light-skinned biracials. I think she's mixed with black, Mexican, and Asian or something like that. You can tell she's in that mixture. So they were trying to push these women. She represents what I have talked about, them pushing these cute women who can't sing. And that's a part of what has gone wrong with black music. They're trying to make a singing star out of somebody who can't sing. So she only had one record or one album in 10 years. And then in the court document, she's claiming that when she went on, I think it was 106 in Park, supposed to be singing, and she got nervous and was suffering from anxiety and didn't put on a good show. And so, you know, either you can sing or you can't. And if you can't sing, you need to get off the stage. So what she ended up having to do was get off the stage. But she was handy around the house for other things, so to speak. It became a relationship between the two of them that deteriorated into something that you can't call anything but degeneracy. And so that's what she was involved in for 10 years in the name of trying to hold on to her record deal. If you don't put out but one song in 10 years, that's nature's way of telling you either you're with the wrong record company or you can't sing. Diddy, as he's called, is on the ish list of a lot of black people. A few weeks ago, when this man was arrested for the part he played in what happened to Tupac Shakur, certain people were saying, oh, Keefe D gonna tell it. He gonna spill the beans on Diddy. Diddy gonna be going to jail next. Well, as far as Google knows, Diddy is not being investigated for anything by anybody. But next up was Cassie. In that lawsuit, I believe it was over 100 bullet points that she alleged he did to her or things he forced her to do. Now let's focus. She was with him 10 years, broke up, married this man 5 years ago, has 2 children. Now all of a sudden, she remembers all of the horrible things that he did to her. For all that stuff that she said he made her do, she should have gone to the police years ago. And I realized that when you're dealing with these people with money, sometimes you don't get justice right away. but at least you have a record that you filed a complaint against that person. That's what got Bill Cosby. Some of those women filed charges against him, but she didn't file charges against him then. But this is a good time to file charges against him, because apparently he has a lot of skeletons in his closet, and those skeletons have started falling out. So you can't put out with so many fires at one time. So he went ahead and settled with her because she was going to do some damage to him if she took him to court. Matter of fact, some people say that she's already done damage to him just by putting these allegations out there. But guess what? She's also done damage to herself. Look at this beautiful family. Because some of that stuff she told, I wouldn't, I don't think I would have told it. I wouldn't want anybody to know. I was so desperate that I would stoop so low as to do some of the things that she said he forced her to do. So after she filed the lawsuit, I think many people were sitting on ready for a big explosion where the whole world would know who this guy was and what he had done, and he's headed off to jail. I believe many in the entertainment world thought that because she had been with him for 10 years. If he is as much of a monster as people say he is, she knows that. She knows where the bodies are buried. She knows things that nobody else knows. He knows things about her, but she also knows things about him. So I think many in the public were ready for fireworks, but it wasn't to be. This drama came to a head very quickly. She filed the lawsuit, I believe it was Thursday afternoon, and by Friday evening, she had settled. So $30 million worth of suffering. We don't know if she got $30 million or not, but she got enough money to drop the lawsuit and shut her mouth. People say, well, she can still write a book. She can still write a book. Well, she can, but we don't know the terms of the settlement. That might be a part of the settlement, that she doesn't write a book. Either way, if she does write a book, the wind has gone out of her sail, and it would just pretty much look like a money grab, as this was. And the reason I say that is because they came into contact when she was 19 years old. And of all the things that she said he made her do over that period of time, she didn't feel the need to tell anybody or get away from him. And he was providing a luxurious life for her on many levels. But she was still talking about the other things that were going on. So she went this long after marrying and having children and remembering all of those horrible things. You would think that she would want to take him to court and hold him accountable for those things. Instead, she settled for millions of dollars. He went ahead and settled with her and get her out of the way. But what's left is people talking about it. Now, Jason Black did a complete breakdown of the lawsuit. He had the lawsuit and he went bullet point by bullet point of what she's alleging. And I know some of y'all don't like Jason Black, and I don't watch him all the time. Occasionally, I do watch him because he'll do stuff like get the lawsuit and break it down. But anyway, if a man is doing all the things to you that she said he was doing to her, you should get your ass out of there in 10 years' time. That's just too much. That's just a bridge too far. And it's also a cautionary tale about people knowing when to leave a relationship, leave a situation. And this also brings up the question about parental involvement. She said she got involved with him when she was 19 years old and he was 37. Where were her parents? He's old enough to be her daddy, and she knew that, and her parents knew that. And no man can force you to be in a relationship with them for 10 years. So she's trying to absolve herself of any accountability for what happened to her through his bad reputation. And I don't think it works, because she was required to have some sense too. It should also be a cautionary tale for parents staying involved in their children's lives A 19-year-old is just now growing their wings, so they still need a little bit of supervision. So these things keep coming up with black celebrities. You know, people tattling on them, people supposed to be in a relationship with them, they're tattling. People supposed to be your friend, they're tattling. And it really helps us to see this show business life is not necessarily the glamorous life that we think it is. There's a lot of backstabbing, blackmailing, lying, and underhanded stuff going on with these celebrities. And you can have somebody sign a non-disclosure letter all you want to. But if you're doing something treacherous or illegal or immoral, they still know it. And the word is still going to get out. And if it takes all of that to be a celebrity, then you need to rethink whether or not that is the right life for you. Black celebrities really need to start being more careful about their friends and who they surround themselves with. As far as this man, Diddy, whatever he calls himself, karma is going to come. It always comes. He might be one kind of villain, but when you're dealing with people who are greedy and desperate, that's a different kind of villain. So to me, all of them need to watch their backs. They all need to watch their backs, and they all need to be careful about each other. But anyway, Cassie got her money, and maybe somehow that will buy her some peace. Y'all let me know what you think about the video. And I am going to put Jason Black's video in the description box because I didn't even begin to scratch the surface of what she said she went through with him. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.